see the video, I feel so embarrassed, right? So what is happening? First of all, I know you all are like, very tired in the morning and showing this video. All right. So I feel like bit of, so this is a difficult part, system in the morning is a very difficult part, right? Until unless I'm not VP Sachin Bhai and all, just to open and talk. I was thinking when I wake up in the morning, I was thinking like, if I would have been have a, A4 paper, everything written and stamped every week, this will come to, your house and you just need to open and you go to tell this, Sunday system, right? How are you going to talk? How are you going to start? Then the entire content. So I want to tell you basically, I'm very bad in talking, guys, this. I always tell, I know this business is actually doesn't fit me or I doesn't fit into this business, right? 8 years back. Because I'm completely, a person who really don't talk. Seriously, I don't like to talk and I don't like people who talking also. Somebody talking, I feel like, okay, few minutes content is okay, right? Other than I feel like what he's saying, man. I just remain calm. I like my own space. You understand that? I don't like crowds. So I always tell this. I mean, oh my God, look the change what happened. I'm now talking to so many people, warriors, good-looking people around. Can you imagine this? So this would have been not possible, right? And I still think actually how it happened. You getting my point? So I just want to tell you to everyone, some of you sitting in a group, by looking at you, I feel more nervous. So I won't get energy, I check the crowd, I see everybody looks beautiful and great, so I feel more nervous. And the butterfly coming up, right? Oh, how I'm going to talk to them. Can you imagine this? So I tell you, I have nothing to say. All right. Whatever I'm going to tell you, I'll share you from my heart. Is that okay? Is that a deal? Okay. So just going to tell anything which is coming, right? I just leave it to God actually. Right. So, Sunday system, right? I don't know, how do you feel about a system a week, right? When weekly a system comes, right? But one thing I remember, we all used to be very excited when it come to Sunday system, basically. I mean, those days it was a Friday system morning, right? So we don't know the value about a system, weekly system. We don't know the value, right? But one time we partners, Sachin Bhai said about a system, and from that day we were so on, right? You get my point. Our applying thought about system once he come to Kuwait, right? The first thing he introduced as a system. And system, he drilled so much into the value of system that no matter what, every week, no matter who going to talk, you get my point? No matter who going to talk, right? It doesn't matter. The process of a system, we used to be so excited, be wearing a nice clothes, taking a proper shower. It's like you going to attend a marriage. It's like you are doing a, any kind of celebration, right? Whether it's like a Eid or Christmas or, whatever you have, right? You guys take a bath and looks fresh. Do you get my point? How do you going to present yourself? And we used to be like that in a system, right? Every time. Because something, I don't know, something going to happen on system, right? It's not about, again, who going to talk. It's about how we going to sit and observe. And God is actually send you the message which you wanted to. You get my point? Correct? Yeah, of course, which I wanted to learn. I sometimes get from movie also, right? From movie also. And I'm very happy, Sachin Bhai was telling Bijoyda also a movie man, right? So I said, I'm also movie man, no? So you always share about movies, whenever I watch movie, I get something which is related to business. And I start to implement also, right? Something or other thing get, but because of always into a mode of learning, something, right? Something will come in life. I don't know through whom it comes, right? So system used to be one of the biggest life-changing in my life in every Friday. And it used to be, we have to get up at 6:30 in the morning in Kuwait. Sometimes it's cold, it's very hot, but we have to get up at that time, go to system, attend system. So some changes happen, right? What changed me in my life? few events actually transformed my life, right? True. So, I don't know, yesterday I was there in a small association in the evening, and we had a great time with my upline. We partner Blue Diamond Star Sachin Bhai yesterday. And, the magical part is this: I still remember now, like old days of Kuwait, where I started the business. The only reason behind us, the reason we grew, actually, it's because of a guidance, right? Of course, his guidance, right? He sent somebody in our life. You get my point. You may call it angel or whatever it is, right? But he sent someone in our life which constantly giving us a message, giving us a reminder. And, it's not only those messages and reminder which change my or our life. It's those message or the reminder we followed 100%, right? You get my point. Not copied. We followed 100%, right? Whatever message came, we never took it so lightly. And this is where helped me to transform our life. And sometimes, believe me, first 1 year, those messages does not come direct. Do you know that? That the reason behind all my, whatever you call it today, right? Arshad was talking about this and that and this. And I'll come back to that point. All those come not because of, no, he directly come and tell here, listen, this, the message arrived through somebody and somebody and somebody, right? You get my point. So every time in association, whether it's in a system, whether it's in a VC, my referral or my other people, or those time I used to have many uplines, right? Many uplines, right? So now I only have one upline, but those days I have many uplines. So I listen to everyone, right? But everything what they were talking about, the message ultimately were coming from one person, right? So it's not necessary that I have to hear from that person directly. Oh, then only I will accept, right? So it's coming via, like, for example, now it's coming to you through me, right? And probably there is somebody who's going to sign up today, your F1, F2, F3s. Those people are not here in the system, right? Those who are going to come today and tomorrow. And they're going to hear through you, right? The question, how seriously are they going to take that, going to define their life, right? Similarly, you get my point. So similarly, I was that F1 guy, right? That the one who you're going to do. So when I started, I was not getting any direct communication, right? For at least for 1 year closer, 1 year, 8 months, I never used to talk to anyone. You get me? Only my close people. But one thing I done it, those messages which comes, those guidance which comes, I implement them without diluting 100%, right? No dilution, right? Simple example. How many of you guys want to, as I told you, I'm just going to talk from my heart. Whatever comes, it comes. Okay, don't mind. Is that okay now? So nothing formatted, right? I will share my journey also. Is that okay? I know some of you are bored by listening to my journey. I know you're bored, right? But what to do? You got to talk to Sachin Bhai. Please don't put him for a system, right? So I will not come and share your journey, no? Okay. So that ultimate message I want to give you is this, that I listen to anyone who talks, which may not coming directly from my upline. Okay. But somebody who done it multiple times, who succeed, who made it very big in life, who achieved a lot of goals and dreams, and he telling to somebody, and that somebody telling to me, I never took it lightly. And another way, those time I had many uplines. All the uplines used to talk about the same thing what my current upline taught them, right? So whatever Sachin Bhai told them, they used to tell me, I never took it lightly. Are you getting my point or not? Lightly means not at all lightly, right? No matter what. Now, for example, tomorrow you have to wear a white. He said, I will wear a white. I don't ask a question. I wear a white, right? Now, when, my referrals say, or those people say, okay, listen, we heard Sachin Bhai was telling you have to throw $400 in the street or $500 in the street. Don't do that, guys. He never say this. But I'm giving you, for example, I am ready to do that. I will do that. No doubt, no question. He said it, I do it right. Are you getting a point? Tomorrow I'm going to hear 8 years back. I'm talking about 8 years back. I would have been heard by anybody else that, listen, we heard our upline has told us to jump from the first floor. Of course, second, third floor, you will be hospitalized. I don't know. Maybe third floor also, we will jump. Do you understand what I'm talking about? So that logical mindset of thinking were closed. No, after 1.5 months almost, if I'm not mistaken, after signing up, after 1.5 months of signing up in this business, the logical mind were completely closed actually, right? There were no more logic. We were like a robot. I have a robot right in front of me, standing, white robot, kids robot is there. I don't know who kept here. So he's with the gun, he's looking at me. I was like that robot. So I only follow things, right? When I listen to something, when I knew that, okay, he said this, we never had any doubt in life. We simply follow those things. No doubt, no hesitation. I mean, simply follow not only on, physical level, but mentally also it was there, right? Whatever it is, right? Now, this is why I want to tell you, start with a simple system, right? Friday system, be conscious, give a value, attend like a sponge, XYZ, etc., etc. I follow that. Never doubted, never ask a question. When I wake up in the morning, I never say, oh my God, today I have a system. You getting my point? You getting my point? Oh my God, in between I have a system, right? So this never happened, right? Whether it's a we sell, we go through rejections, we through problems. When the problems comes, when there is a challenge comes, he sent a message. Now, who is he? You getting my point? Somebody who done better than me, right? Somebody who already multiple times successful. Somebody who achieved all the dreams, right? And who am I that time? Who dreamer, right? Who wanted to achieve. No, I have nothing in my hand. You know, I want to change my life. I want to be this. I want to be that. I want to be this. So when I have this, I want to be this and I want to be that. Then I know somebody who have done this and this and this in multiple times. Then it doesn't make any sense for me not to follow them, right? So my logical brain were not interrupting me there in between the connection when it become that person and me, right? It could be anyone. That's why I'm saying that person. It could be anyone. So one thing I did it, when I say it, I blindly follow, right? I blindly follow. Because it's like a coach, It's like a coach. Lift 10 kilo, we'll lift 10 kilo. No question, right? And I relate to gym that when I go to gym, my coach asks me, do 10 kg or 20 kg. I mean, I don't even count how many kgs are there. The sets you do, right? I forget the name of that, but the sets you do. First set, second set, third set, fourth set. The fourth set, I don't know what was the weight. I know it's a little bit heavier than the third. I know the third were heavier than the second. You understand that? Second were heavier than the first. First were heavier than the warm-up weight. But only I never looked into those weights and say, okay, why this much weight? Where it goes? Which nerves it get affected? No question, right? So far, I know, okay, this guy made it. This guy made it, right? He's a champion. He's been in stage. He's been recognized by this. He got a medal. He got an award. I simply follow. Because my logical brain is been designed in different way, which may not fit into that level, right? Which I may not have sense of understand what he understood actually, right? Or what he knows actually, right? So one thing I do everywhere, not following anyone, right? But what I mean to say, I never ask, right? Third set, I do third set. What is the weight? I don't know. I don't want to know also. Why should I have to know? You getting my point or not? So I follow 100%, right? So when I say not a copying, right? I said following 100% those messages were so important in my life, guys. Because I still remember, today, whatever life I'm living, right? I mean, whether living in Dubai from last 6 years, I mean, I never compromised my life till today date. And every blessings, right? All those blessings. And yesterday also one incident happened, I said, thank God, actually. I mean, without this business, without surrendering that person, without following 100% right, this would have been not possible, right? Without valuing those messages, right? Without diluting, implementing 100%, right? Without any doubt, walking through the path, this would have been not possible, right? And I'm very happy about my life today, guys. This is a fantastic life. Believe me on this. So even yesterday, Sachin Bhai was talking to us. He reminded me that principle he taught 8 years back. He was talking about, it's not about how much money you made after 5 or 6 years in the business, right? It's not about what mechanisms you earned. It's about how many German guns you brought, right? It's not at all about your materialistic you're talking about yesterday. He was telling that it's all about in 5 to 6 years or 7 years or 8 years in the business. Okay? What you become in the process, right? As a person that more valuable than the money what you earn, or that more valuable than the current money which you have in your hand. And that was a powerful message, and that was a reminder for me, right? And today the personality, right? Yesterday I called Sachin Bhai, and I want to tell you incident, right? Yesterday I was there, few people. We just were coming from Sachin Bhai house. There was we had a meeting with few people who fly from India. We had an amazing meeting for 3 hours, casual time. They got lucky enough to spend 3 hours with Sachin Bhai. We had all the talk, we shared everything, we had a breakfast together, and we had a coffee together. And while I'm returning, kind of energy, right? I was in high energy. You know what high energy like? I cannot see, like, full of fog in my life. You understand that? White fog. Like nothing, this world does not exist, only I am there. The kind of power, right? But I don't show, it's like hidden inside. You getting my point? So when I was riding, I saw, Sachin Bhai drive Ducati, right? Do you know that Ducati? Yesterday, he was showing his bike, and he looked like 24 years old. Yesterday was my birthday. You guys know that. Thank you very much. Yesterday, I turned to 29 years old. Oh my God, it's 29 years very fast. It's went like this. Can you imagine? So I have to prepare for next 29 years, right? After 60, I don't know what will happen, So 29 more years left. I don't know how many years for you. Some of you look like you have 10 more years left. Correct. So yesterday, he looks like 24, 28 maximum. Like a young boy, like rich boys, who walk in the street without helmet with the bike and rise and accelerate and all, right? I said, this is amazing, right? Okay, this is amazing. And when he riding a Ducati, and I said, why am I having a Hayabusa, right? I don't know. Then yesterday I went to showroom. Nobody don't know this. Even, I called him after I messaged him. I'm so afraid that he may tell, what are you doing, right? So I went there. I saw nice Ducati. I said, bull sugar, man, this is like break my mind. And where I'm coming from? Come on, man, where I'm coming from? Transformer, right? Who taught me think big, right? Who taught me never think down? You get my point? Who taught me lifestyle? Who taught me luxury should become a necessity, right? And work for that, actually, right? And I went yesterday. He told me there is only one piece left. And I already have a bike, right? One piece left. So this is the same story what happened with him, right? I just said, I need this. Now the problem, I'm not trying to tell you what I done it. Yesterday I ended up buying that bike, right? Now I want to tell you this. Okay, I'm not a biker. But ever I had a second thought. Okay, listen, let me do the calculation. No, right? I never had a second thought. Correct. It's just taking out the wallet, swipe the card. It only, I'm talking about the same business, right? And today, yes, I may able to buy a bike like that. And it's very big bike, right? Imagine he brought a Ferrari like that. Now, this is what I want to tell you, right? You drink some water while talking. I switch off my camera for a minute. So you know what? When he brought a Ferrari, same thing, right? I still remember, same thing. I was there, he called showroom, he said, just send the car to my house. Okay, I cannot come there because it's a difficult, to go that side of road. You have to take a U-turn. He said, send the car to me and I'll check. I say, oh, it works like that also. Showroom, we go in the morning, taking shower and all, spray, perfume, glasses. True or not? we take whole family, grandpa, grandma, a neighbor, uncle, son, and long relation also to come, right? I've seen people like that. True or not? Then a lot of things happen in the show. Just send the car to my home, Ferrari, right? And next day I saw you coming with a Ferrari. So he brought a Ferrari like that, right? So that time I used to think, what kind of business, right? If this business give us such opportunity to everyone to rise, to change themselves, right? I mean, financially or mentally. And yesterday, when you talk about who you become a personality in this business, more important than everything else, I identified that yesterday. I said, this is freaking true, right? This is a true. Because, yesterday I was, it's an accident, just went inside. And by default, there is no second thought. Just imagine this. I'm telling my internal feeling yesterday when I was heading for that, actually, right? You getting my point? Normally people tell, oh, you're not riding this, right? Why you want to buy that XYZ, right? I never had a second thought. I just like, okay, this one, pick it up. Are you getting my point? Now, I tell Sachin Bhai, I want to come with that bike for QSP, right? That's amazing. When I start the bike here, you freaking hear the sound in wherever, right? In India, right? You can hear it there. It's that loud, right? Correct. So I'm excited, very excited yesterday. I said, this is amazing, man. And I come out of showroom, I said, thank you to my upline. Thank you. First of all, thanks to God, right? Gratitude to God, gratitude to my team, gratitude to everyone, right? Gratitude to this industry. And 8 years before, this would have been not possible, guys. 8 years before, after signed up in this business also, right? This would have been not possible because we were struggling, challenges, issues. You getting my point? There was a problems, obstacles. Do you think that we just started the business, okay, and just walked in the street and we touched, everybody signed up? Can you imagine this? We show the plan, people say, wow, man, what a business. This is amazing, right? Here, I want to start. Then he started the business. Then he did the same. You get my point? And you're maxing out. You're maxing out every week, right? You get my point? There is things, I just want to tell you guys, without those challenges which you don't face in life, whether it's a rejections, whether it's a money issue, whether it's this and that, I don't know, think about everything. I'll share you in detail. You will never become that personality which we were talking about yesterday, right? You cannot be that personality, right? And yesterday he was telling to our new people who were there sitting, there was like new people, right? Just signed up people. So he was telling that, listen, imagine you are like 14 people are sitting here. They said, okay, all these 14 people are in this meeting room. The moment you want to go out, there are 100 people waiting for each person. So 1400 people are waiting outside, right? So they're in a queue, right? For A person, 100% online. B person, 100% online. C, 100% online. There are 100 people are waiting to sign up below you or start in your organization. The question, are you able to handle them? The question, right? You getting my point or not? The first thing he asked, if 100 people are there, okay, if they start the business with you, okay, will you be success? Do you think will you be success, right? 100 is too. Initially, it's too big count, right? A lot of money, right? Will you be success, right? And this is the question, initially stage, I got click, right? I said, freak. It is not about number of people who are coming. It's about I change as a personality, right? Are you getting my point? It's all about I need to drill in me, right? I need to be a sponge. I need to be observer. I need to kill my logical mind. I do not want to listen to me. You understand that? I don't want to listen to any crap. I just want to listen to that one person. But that's called a success, right? Because now, then you are on the way to succeed. Yesterday, that reminded me actually, right? When he talks about 100 people, each one of you got 100 people right after this meeting waiting outside and they're going to sign up below you. Do you think will you be succeed? They said no. Then what is the issue actually, right? What is the issue, right? Because each one of them, including me, has to go through a challenges, difficulties, those path to reach there, right? So the first thing called qualification, right? Each one of, look, I am not qualified to the next stage. I am working on to be qualified actually, right? Are you getting my point? I still remember when I were, whether it's a rank, whether it's in a in a in a corporate also, in our business also. I remember those stages which changes what happened in my life. The moment the changes start happening, the income start changing. Believe me on this. The thought process change, the income change. My action change, income change, right? Every time my income does not change just like this. Whether stages never change just like this, right? I went through inch by inch, right? Every second I was aware about what happening around. You getting a point? So those things, right? Those changes happened to me because of few events what happened in my life. Now, I'm not here to edify the event. Understand, guys. Now, you must be thinking, I'm edifying this event. No, I'm not to edify the events, right? I'm a product of that event. I myself is a product, right? And I'm here in front of you. Today, I can do anything, right? Today, you can put me anywhere in the world. Bring me any freaking chat. Bring the entire world in front of me. I don't care today. You understand this? Bring the entire problem to me. We don't care right today. You know why? That become a personality that changes what happened in our life, right? Today we were into the situation, anything is possible. We can handle any freaking kind of issues, right? We'd never get shaken anymore. You getting my point? Our backbone become more stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. It's like a Burj Khalifa. You getting my point? Burj Khalifa, when the heavy wind come, it float with that wind, right? It float with the wind. So you throw a problem, we float with that, we enjoy. And I remember, last 2 weeks back, I was talking to someone. I said, nowadays it's a bit boring, He said, why? Because before used to be a lot of issues and now nothing is there, man. What happening, right? So bring me some problems, right? You understand that? I'm ready to handle it. We are stronger, right? Each one of us stronger. But what made me stronger are events which happened in my life, guys. What made me to change my life, what made me to change my thought process, what helped me to change my income are not those motivational speaking, but those small little events which walked into my life and observe them, I hold them. Now, I were not into the right place to hold them upright. Not at all. For example, those days, Ajamai used today, my applying used to say F2. F2, you will have a dinner, we'll spend time together. Yes, I'm on it, right? You have no idea after that, I don't sleep. Today, things are different. Think about it. It's like trading your life, right? Remember, other day I told you, I give example, last sister. In my house, we had a refrigerator. Okay. That a Godrej green color, single door. And any guest come to our house, my mom never allowed to open the fridge. We lock. You know why? Maybe guest open for a water, right? We don't open the fridge. I still remember kitchen on site. The reason we don't open, because we have to remove the door like this. We have to first pull a little bit, and then the sound, the sponge will detach, right? Then you have to lift up, then keep the door aside. It's a broken refrigerator, right? And those days there was something called trading, right? Trade, you call trade, now you give this, you buy another one. And I remember there's a salesman who walked in our, he's a door-to-door salesman who inspected the fridge from the house, and he gave an exciting quote, and he told me, we will give you this fridge. Installment, fridge installment, can you imagine? Today, I don't buy S-Class on installment. That time, fridge on installment. Wow, this business is amazing, huh? Huh? Yes or no? Where? Now, we give that fridge. And new fridge came, double door, nice. You can open. Every time guests come, we unwantedly open, right? Because of feeling, so many years we were holding up ourselves. Yeah, for the sake of a name, my father used to work in abroad. Kuwait used to be very big in, guys, for North Indians, I want to tell you, I don't know, but North India is better than South, right? I mean, in terms of growth and all. But you come this side, we were like a mix of village and I think Kerala people not liking this. Guys, don't fight each other. So it's like the South is like a bit village mixed city, So I was mixed, half percentage of village, half percentage of city. So we are mixed, we don't have a big buildings. We never grew up by looking at big buildings, So first time I come to Bombay, I still remember I was looking like this. Wow, man. Escalator, train, this, that, right? We didn't have that all. Well, we have bridges, greenery, seaside. My house is 1 kilometer away from sea. Beautiful place. A lot of gossips. It's amazing. You understand that? Everywhere gossips. So it's nice place to be there, So I want to tell you that in my house, somebody came who changed the refrigerator, and we never hold the whole refrigerator by telling, okay, you know what? This fridge is there since I born. Difficult to leave this. You understand that? No, we will repair it. We let go that. The old one. The fridge grow with me. I grow with the fridge by looking at Godrej. That's why the memories, still it's there, right? Still it's there. Tomorrow shall I buy island through this business? Maybe we go in a private jet to take a session, right? If you want to join, you can join. Me and Sachin Bhai. And few people will fly because many countries, bro. Emirates is not according to our time, right? So I saw yesterday I was driving. I saw rent a private jet. I said, fantastic, man. Future is there. Can you imagine in Dubai, rent a private jet? If you don't see, when you drive in a Sheikh Zayed, look up. Don't look up and drive. When you're in a signal, look up, right? You're getting a point. So you can see the private, something like that, jet on a rent. Then after reaching in the mall, I Google it, right? And it's cheap. It's not that expensive as I thought of, Of course, it's actually not that expensive, right? Then I thought of, okay, that time let's call Sachin Bhai, let's call this, let's just rent. And we go to countries like South Africa, then Uganda, I don't know, then Nigeria. Then we may go to Qatar, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, India, all our flight, So we'll not have a luggage issue, nothing, right? True or not? So taking only those session. Now, I will not forget this refrigerator that time also. You understand? Because that too much of printed over here. It's embarrassing, guys. It's a lot of, it's a dream once upon a time. Yeah, I remember our TV, I think BPL. There's a red button you have to on, then you have to give a slap. Like some of you, you switch on, right? Do DR, tap. Then you say, oh my God, yes, right. True or not? So giving a slap on the TV, it gets on. Then there will be a picture, you have to go and antenna and flip here and there, then it will be clear, right? You get your point? So those things have changed, after some time because we were ready to trade in. So now I want to tell you this, accepting those events in life. I'm not talking about any one specific event, right? I'm talking about any event which walked into your life and my life. I was ready to submit, surrender, ready to exchange with whatever cost it cost, right? I was not counting the cost, right? Because I simply want to get rid of this. You're getting my point? I want to get out of this. I want to get a new life. So when I want to get a new life, I have to trade in my current life, right? I cannot say an excuse about that. True or not? Now, as I told you till now, if I wanted to change a life, right? If I wanted to shift to next level, I go to change. I cannot be the same person, right? So yesterday, I little bit felt, yesterday, Sachin Bhai was talking about, if you want next stage, you have to empty your cup, right? You're getting a point. So he was telling to 14 people, but it was affecting me very big way. It was hitting me, right? So now I was thinking, am I empty cup or full cup after going, right? Seriously, I was thinking, I was scratching my head, right? So my guy next to me, he was asking what happened. I said, no, something is there, right? You getting my point? So this is why. So it's implement for everyone, right? So when F3 ride happened in Kuwait, F2 happened in Kuwait, L1 happened in Kuwait. The only thing I done that point of time, I give my life, guys. I have given my life actually, right? And those days I still remember, when we were like growing type, right? There was a movie called Sultan, right? You all heard Salman Khan's. We never used to watch a movie during that time. First 2.5 to 3 years, almost 2.5 years. We never went to any movie, right? We were completely on the floor 24/7 to achieve those things, right? Because this business work. Some people ask me, okay, you know what? I am getting distracted. Then I also tell them, brother, this is same problem with me. I am also getting distracted. It's a good problem, right? Then he said, what? You getting distracted? I said, yeah, I am getting distracted to every freaking thing around me by looking at those $1 million in this business, right? I'm getting distracted by this business, by these millions. So where are you distracting, right? Is I'm distracting here and there, and you understand that in my job, in my this, with my family, with my dad, with my this, and I say, are you a moron? Probably you have not seen those big picture actually, right? What you can become in this industry, what you can achieve, how much you can earn, what kind of guidance. You probably not have heard this. You're probably not sure about it, right? The moment you're sure, you will be sleepless, bro. The problem, the belief, right? You don't believe 100% yet. As I go distracted by the entire, I don't attach to anything, right? I attach to this. I go distracted by this, right? You getting my point? This industry is the biggest distraction in my life, in opposite way, right? No, that's where I am today. I changed my life, that I'm able to give the best to my family. It's simply because of this, right? You get my point? So when any F1 drive come, do you know how I achieved the F2 drive come? You know, one thing I do, I take a decision, right? I said, never wanted to miss this, no matter what. No, that time, you think I have no proper connections, no proper network, no proper name list. I was not organized person, right? Do you know that organized, like people have a proper, proper stuff of name list? You know, I don't have a contacts. I don't talk to people. But inside me, that L1 used to buzz 24/7, right? You know, I shared in another LS, a few people, you know, we were talking about many of us that time who were working with him. Our phones used to ring 20 DR, 20 DR, 20 DR, 20 like this. Can you imagine we record our own voice and set as a ringtone? You know, the phone ring F1, 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 right? We wake up. I still remember I put the paper, F4 paper, written L2, right? I mean F2, right? I written F2, right? Because there is a things was going on. There was an event. We do F2 in next 2 weeks. We're going to have this. And I was mad. I given my full life towards that, right? Now I was never acted like a mediocre or a bullshit talking crabs. This not happening, that up not. I was eager. I was hungry. I was hungry like a mad dog in the street, right? You understand that? And I don't know logic or illogical, right? I just want to get out of my job. For that, I got to be mad, right? No complaint, no challenge. Everything was on side. You getting my point? So those facts, you may call it, were never impacted in my life. Whether it's a newspaper, whether it's a channel, whether it's a negativity, whether it's you, where do we have a time? You know, other day I was talking about this finger is the biggest issue, right? You know what this finger do? This finger may distract you, change your life, right? You know how? This is the phone. True. And this finger exactly like a magnet. You know magnet? This will only go to the link which you're not supposed to watch, right? Which is nothing to do with your life. You know, which never help you to do whatever it requires. And you learn, this. Are you getting my point, guys? No, I recently had a headache over here. Here I had a pain. So I Googled it. I end up on CT scan. Thank God some doctors are there. He said, "Bhai, what happened to you? You were like, you were talking like this. You should not go behind this." I said, "No, I didn't take it." But can you imagine that pain lead me to unbelievable stuff? What told they take me out, right? Then I went to doctor and I told doctor, but I saw in a YouTube. Then he got upset. Yeah, we studied this many years. You're talking about YouTube. He's like little friendly doctor. I go with care of, you know. You know about the business. You want to sign up also. You can see the plan. So it's a bit friendly type. Now, not recent incident, the before I'm talking about. So I got very upset, right, about YouTube and Google. You know, he said, who told you, right? Then you follow that. Then die. So coming back to the point, guys, we were so mad about the event, right? Because what I used to understand that point of time were a sense of urgency. So let's say, how many of you honestly get out of this life to live a better life, right? No, I'm not talking about the people who are completely satisfied. You feel you arrived. You think I am mocking life. I don't care. Don't listen to me, right? But is there anyone who think that, bro, I need to achieve, I need to change my life, right? I need to change my income. I need to transform myself to $1 million guy. And it's possible because I done it, right? Many people done it. Are you getting my point or not? Now, 8 years back, it was impossible to me. But I saw some people have done it. I saw the line, okay, this person done it, that person done it, he done it, he done it, he done it, he done it. Number of people, right? And there were a number of people who were morons. I never followed them. I said, if this many people have done it, then why not me, man? The only thing I need to do, I need to take a decision, right? Not based on the current situation, my decision changed. Not because of 5 people reject me, I step back from my L2. No, it's not going to happen, right? L2 means L2, right? And this is what made me change my life, my mindset, my income, my family, my everything, right? Because I never doubted even 1%, right, in this process. No doubt, right? Where the doubt comes, the space was full. My brain is very small compared to yours. You know that. My brain size is smaller than yours. So it takes little time to work. So in this little brain, that time it's a full of L2, right? Are you getting my point? But now the chance for you, the way I acted, for you the chance is F3, right? The question, how many of you aggressively running to hit those F3? How many of you honestly wanted to qualify because you have no idea what exactly happening in Dubai, right? I never seen this before, guys. I'm telling you, you know, today everybody is in a different mode, right? Everybody. I know, I'm telling you right from me, I'm in a different mode. I'm talking about, I've seen Bijoyda is in different mode. It's your appliance, right? You know, he's in different mode. I saw he calling 10 times to Sachin Bhai. I'm thinking what to talk this much, right? You understand? But 10 times, right? In gym, he talking. What? F3, this, BI, QSB, this, that. And we were doing a push-ups and pull-ups and lifting the weight in the early morning. We're talking about this. F3, this, isko kya karenge? No, we have to take this guy to this income. So he talking. I want to see this many people are earning this much money. The whole planning, right? I never seen this kind of setups before. I never seen this kind of plans before. You know, going to Sharjah so far. You know, I never seen he coming to Daira, by the way. I'm sorry. Daira means it's like 5 kilometers from, a few kilometers from here, right? He always says Daira is a different city for him, different country, in fact, right? He said, I feel I need to take a passport to go to Sharjah. He feels it's a different country. He himself came. You know, I remember me, CC and ACC and we went all the way, you know, only to check the venue of F3, right? Can you imagine this? What kind of setup is going on? Do you think these people are going to take lightly? You better prepare it, guys. And this is what I want to tell you, right? What I feel, my sixth sense, what say, it works, by the way. You know, it's a secret, right? It works. I don't know. That's what I'm afraid of. It's bloody works. Yours also works, but you don't know how to use it. All of you sitting in front of me, you know, you're carrying an atom bomb, right? You're carrying a nuclear over here. What Sachin Bhai has been introduced me 8 years back, Midhu, you got a nuclear, blast it. The problem with you, you don't know how to blast it. Probably you blasting in the wrong place, right? True or not? You keep blasting in the wrong place and wrong things are happening. You're thinking, why, right? But I learned the direction where to blast. You know, where to talk, where not to talk, where to think, where not to think, where to act, where not to act, right? I learned this and life become beautiful. I understand what I'm talking about, right? Now, when he come there, he saw the venue. He said, this is fantastic. There's a golf view in the full green in Dubai. It doesn't look like Dubai. There are nice places to sit. Come on, I'm not talking about you're going to a paradise or, you know, Switzerland area. It's not about the area. It's about the comfort to sit for next 5 to 6 to 7 to 8 hours. The guy told me you can sit up to 10 hours. Nothing will happen. You take the whole night. Where do you get this sense? So what I feel, since they say, all the people who achieve F3, write it down. They will become a different level, right? You know, there will be a monster in this network. They become a next level in next 1 to 2 years. They fly like a rocket. You know why? Not because of the F3. You know, maybe the F3, I don't know what will happen. But this guy, because he take the message so seriously, he implemented 100%. He gave his 200%. He gave his life to achieve. and he achieve, that process, it will itself going to make him somebody big, right? Because behind the process, he's not able to do that 200% if you don't believe 100%, right? If you don't submit, if you don't give a value to his life or to anything 100%, right? So that 100% what he's have, that's how exactly you're going to do this F3. It's not about doing a 3. It's about you becoming a personality in that 3, right? And coming here and giving a value to those learning and spending that off time with the people, right? Most important person. True or not? How applying, right? Where do you get this sense? Tell me one millionaire who tell you, okay, do this. One millionaire tell you, earn $1,500 and come to me. I'll sing Kumbaya with you 8 hours. Come on, man. I know many people in network. They make money. They are not there. Are you getting my point? Are you getting my point, guys? Now, so it's a blessing, right? I never see any businessman does. I'll tell you the secret how I operate. Anybody? No one, right? You getting my point? So if you want to change your life, guys, this is telling you from bottom of my heart. You guys are the most powerful humans in the world. Believe me. Otherwise, you won't be here, right? We would have been rejected this business, right? The moment you are here, you're hearing my voice. This is God sending you this message. This F3. Don't take it granted. Believe me, if you take it granted, this business will take you granted. God will take you granted. Everybody will take you granted, right? Are you getting my point? You should not have a wishful thought, okay, I have this guy, I will have this guy, I do this guy. You need a proper plan on the paper, right? You need a proper plan on the paper. What I done it, I was very sure about it, right? If the A reject me, I need a B, right? B reject me, I need a C. If C rejected? Do I have a D? Then do I have E, right? Am I correct? I am a PhD, right? So E after, I don't know what, F maybe? F, right? So I was very well prepared. These people are there ready? Because I cannot rely my life on an A or a B or a C or a D, right? I rely on my life according to my dream and my goal, my aggression, my aggressive that I bloody wanted to achieve, or don't sing Kumbaya, live a pathetic, normal employee life and die like that, right? I don't want that. That is the reason I have never complained about this is not happening, that not happening. Oh my God, this is like this. My mother-in-law not allowing, my wife is not allowing. I don't know about this. I have a relationship. I have a girlfriend. I am stuck here. I am stuck there. Money rolling, nothing. I was completely focused because I never wanted to live that life which I was living. And I want to get out of it, right? And I was seeing people already successful. And I said, this is a matter of taking a few steps ahead to overcome, right? Are you getting my point? So in my life, challenges what comes in my life, what changed me as a person, challenges, right? And I tell people, if you want to go 14 days, go in and come back like a warrior, right? Who do you afraid of doing something? If you decided to build or don't build, never be a mediocre, right? Because this business have issue, right? This business like a private jet. You understand private jet, right? Private jet has to be take off from a runway, true or not? And private jet has to take out, right? Wherever you are, can we ride a private jet in a Kerala road, in a Pune or in a Delhi or a Bombay, Hyderabad, all India? Can you go? I can see few people like Kiran Kittur and all. Can you ride a private jet on your street roads? Ilyas, what will happen? What will happen? People screw you off, true. People throw stones to you, right? Maybe police will catch you. Maybe it'll be because you're riding a right vehicle in a wrong bloody place, right? True or not? You feel all the challenges, right? You damage the flight because the flight is designed to bloody fly, right? The location of the flight is there, not here. So like this business is designed to fly. The problem when people ride this business in the street like a mediocre, you getting my point or not? That's why every dogs walk in the street start bark actually, right? To bark actually, right? Because this business itself designed in different level. The only requirement, we need to adapt that level, right? We need to change that level actually here, right? Then we fit in, then we fly. And how do we change? Events, bro. Simply events. System is one of them. The most powerful event I ever attended. Again, I'm not promoting you. Take it or leave it. That's a QSP, right? You know, I was not aware about what is a QSP. Now, Sajin Bhai told me it's a quick start process. I don't understand what is a QSP, but I changed my life. I don't know the translation of QSP, but I changed my life. In the first QSP happened in 2 months, right? 2 months. The only condition, do F2 and come. And you have no idea how much hungry I was to do the F2. And I done it, this F2, you know. I done the F2 so madly. Rejections, problem, this, that. I was not able to see all that. What I only able to see, if I don't do this F2 now, then when, Baba? What are we waiting, right? Am I faking myself? So I was given my 200%. Do or die. I will do this F2, right? If not, I'll bring 2% from the street. I bloody do this F2. That was the decision. And nobody can cross the decision, right? No one, right? Family, friends, every friends left me. I was focusing on F2. There was a problem. People were sending negative article. I was forcing the F2. I was only like F2, F2, F2 everywhere. In my office, that time F2. Now I'm talking about F3. Don't get confused, right? So F3 there on the board, F3 there in the bedroom, F3 there on the bathroom door. You know, when you close the door, you could see F3 for paper. Reminder constantly, right? Constant reminder, wake up, moron. F3 required. In the mirror where I brush my tooth, F3 was written. Then you change your life, bro. Then you will have this $1 million opportunity, right? Then you become a leader in the world. Then you're able to build that 100%. What Sachin Bhai talking about, who waiting you outside in. You know, this is how you get qualify yourself. It's all about your aggression to handle, right? Are you getting my point? So I still remember that house which we were living. We want to leave that house. The guy who come to see the house, he was seeing, what is this? 20 DR in the wall, F3 on a mirror, in the bathroom, in the toilet, F3 on the door of my washroom. You can ask anybody. There are people in Kuwait, you can ask my brother. He used to tell my mom, your son gone mad. Send him to doctor in Kerala, right? Do you get my point or not? I used to write 20 DR. Ask people in Kuwait. Irfan and all knows this, right? 20 DR in my laptop, in my system, in my office. The guy who come to buy the house, I mean, not buy from me, buy from the owner, the rental guy who visit the house to see, right? He said, what do you written? I said, come, I'll show you today evening, right? I was mad actually, right? I'll show you. Now I learned this from Sachin Bhai, right? You get my point? I never come for a plan, but look at the aggression, what I was going through, right? Are you getting my point? So he knows about this, that business, right? Yeah. Does it work? Well, I'm staying here. This business, this place would have been not possible without this business, right? Now you shifting here, I'm shifting into a better place, right? I told him like this. Because this place become cheap for me, right? And I still remember that time they charged me extra 20,000 rupees or 30,000 rupees to paint the wall. He told me there is a 4-coat paint required to arise my dream, because I write my dream on the wall, on the wood and everywhere in life, right? The requirement, madness, guys, madness, the fire inside you, right? You know, are you able to see that you hitting this F3, going there, right? That madness I used to carry. And this is where exactly things work. Many, let the problems comes. I'm telling you, I'm there, right? Sachin Bhai is there, yes or no? Vijoyda is there. All appliances are there. True or not? Are they, you know, I learning from them. No, Vijoyda is like 10, 11 years. I look up to him every time. Oh my God, man. You know, what an amazing, right? 10, 11, 12 years, I think. And coming from such a background, educated, this CEO, director, what else do you want, man? And look at the other person, right? Look at the other person. You getting a point or not? And I feel like, wow, man. So what should you feel? What should you feel? Are you feeling that? Are you feeling this opportunity? Or are you missing out this opportunity? You know, watch yourself, right? Are you missing out this opportunity? But you have no idea. Do you think this opportunity remain like this forever? Maybe this business will remain forever, right? Next to next generation, it will be there. I'm talking about the opportunity of those people involved.
guide us, no? Do you think after 2 years we'll be on this fire to help you? No, Baba. Mark my words. Mark my words. No, Baba. Are you getting my point or not? Because ultimately, everybody life has to shift. It is his decision, right? When he put some people back to help us, this is the time we need to utilize, bro. The biggest smart, this is the one who understood, right? Yes, this I'm going to utilize. This I'm going to, make it worth 100%, right? This I will squeeze it 100%. Those are winners. Those are winners. I'm not telling, okay, I'm not able to do F3. Now am I failed? I'm asking about, are you giving your 200% in, right? Every single day. And it's possible. Keep your hand in your heart and tell it's not possible. It's not. I used to tell 8 years back, a Tarzan from a jungle come out, he can do 20 DR in 3 months if he freaking decide to do right. That all carry a madness, guys. Nothing else. The submission, right? The madness, that surrendering mode. You are not able to see anything else. You only see this mode of F3. Morning, night, evening, every time F3, right? And not only see F3, those actions, right? Physically, mentally, mechanically, thinking 24 hours that, give a lot of energy towards that, doing a lot of actions, right? Showing a plan, the prospect will see, oh my God, this guy. That's what I want to tell you. I never learned prospecting. I never learned networking. I never learned, closings. I never learned financial. I never learned, all this, you name it, RSP. Today, there are too many, mashallah, good AB, PQ, WNM. What is this? NM? WNM? YNM, right? I'm sorry. Still, I don't know how to pronounce. Then Vijay say, why network marketing? Oh, why network? I only learn why not network marketing, right? I don't understand those stuff. You get my point? I was so aggressive to achieve. I said, I only understand one thing. If I'm on a fire, if I'm on a right mode, everything going to work out right. So I never faced the issue on my, on my closings. I never had issues on my prospecting. That does not mean I did not have any issue. I had a lot of issue, lot of up and down, lot of challenges, lot of rejections, but it were not going in my head actually, right? Because I was on fire. You getting my point? This business require a fire, right? Fire in your back. You see the rocket flies more higher when that fire in their ass, right? So here, what is your fire? You need to identify that, right? I have many reasons to get the fire. So yesterday I was talking to one of the guys. I said, sometimes you don't have to get the fire by experience, right? By looking at other person, you say, oh my God, this can be happen to my life also, right? Am I prepared for that or not? You're the real smart guy actually, right? Otherwise, you again go through that, true or not? I said, some people does not have to go through like I went through, right? You understand? I went through a lot of challenges, guys, lot of challenges, right? There was a lot of issues. The biggest knock in my life, whether it's a, brother identified, whether diagnosed as a cancer, that's the biggest knock. And I said to God, thank God, I'm already 1.5 years in the business, right? I already 1.5, I given my best this 1.5 years, so I could afford this. Imagine the situation would have been walking to my life without business also, right? If I'm not in the business, maybe I'm in the business, but in a la la land, I'm not giving my 100%. Those situations will come, is written. But my action of my past 1.5 years, how I put my sweat, blood, and tears into this business, that defined me after 1.5 years in the business, how I am able to help them, right? So if you're relaxed, wait for the problem to walk into your life. I'm not cursing anyone. God forbid not to happen, right? If you're relaxed, do you know what's going to happen next 6 months? You understand that? I am restless. Can you imagine? Day before yesterday, Sajima showed me a house, a beautiful house. It's not very big, about 7,000, 8,000 square feet, beautiful house. It's in the middle of the jungle in Dubai. Can you imagine? In between 50, 60,000 trees. And I see the house. I said, I bloody want to put a cash down and buy this house, right? On fire again. You know why? Because I know next 5 years going to come, right? Next 5 years, if I leave here, what I'm going to do today will going to define this next 5 years, right? So do you think what you can do today, will you be able to do next year? No. You will be delayed. You will be left off. You will be clapping maybe for your downlines and uplines, but you will never able to climb, right? So all you need to find out, do you have that, inside you, that reason, that what you want in your life, right? And then you give your fullest. Now, where to give? Now to give on F3. That's the best platform. Other people don't know, right, what to do. Now you have no idea the magic behind F3, right? Now I said, if you're ready to put your blood, sweat, and tears, I agree. Many people are putting the tears. You know what tears? What tears? Oh, nothing happening. I don't know. This guy told me this. Yeah, हाँ भाई सब सही है भाई. पता है मेरा इधर एक गुचली हो रहा था. Yesterday was scratching. I don't know what. This kind of excuses, right? Can you imagine? One lady told me, I could not attend this one program because my cat was pregnant. This is not a joke. This is a serious. And it's like, in KGF, there's a dialogue, right? It's the biggest global issue. It's the biggest national issue. I feel like that, bouncing my ear. It's the biggest issue. My cat is pregnant, right? Keep your $1 million aside. I said, oh my God, man. I want to go to somebody and say, can you slap me 10 times? You get my point? Now I just want to recover, right? I could not accept it. So people cry, right? I could not do this. Yeah, everything is right by my situation. I want to finish my situation. Now he can talk like this, but we are facing like this, right? I'm not talking about that tears, guys. I put my tears when I thought about my dream, when I see that really achieving it, right? When I felt, oh my God, I'm leaving my job. I'm achieving this. I'm heading to this. I'm heading to that. Tears used to come out. There's a good emotion, tears, right? And I was in a worst place, actually. You getting my point or not? So I put my blood, I put my sweat, I put my right tears, not the tears which I'm talking about. Be careful, huh? Now, after the system, don't call your upline. This guy told to put tears. So, it's 2 years I'm now, I don't know what happening. Sachin bhai, I have a master dialogue nowadays, tie your hand, tie your legs, jump, right? To swimming pool. Kerala, I telling jump into a wall because swimming pool are less there. So you jump into a wall, right? I want to problem this. I want to problem this. I always inspired by one thing. I want to tell you this. That's a real life. In the VCon, one time Datusya shared this powerful quote, right? He said that you are simply away 100 steps from your graveyard. This is the biggest click in one event in my life. You are 100, no matter who you are. Yesterday, everybody was greeting me. I was thinking about this, right? Few more steps. I close the right. So he said this. How do you want to walk? Anyway, you will be there, 100 steps. Don't think who you are. You will be there, right? So you can walk like a rat. You can walk. I add few things. You can add like a cockroach. Cockroach was not there. I added. You can walk like a sheep. I added. Rat. Any animal? Any other? You think relate to frog? Cry always. Prr, prr, You see duck? True or not? And buffalo, you see buffalo. Oh, nothing will understand. In my neighborhood, I have this. We call erima in Mallu, right? I think buffalo, right? They give a milk, good milk actually, right? We get a fresh milk with little water mix. We never get a fresh milk. They always mix a water. And they give us, right? For us, less water because we are neighbor. For other people, more water, right? So I've seen whenever I go out of my house, next to my house, I remember, now it's a temple, but before it was a house, another house, there was a lot of cow, buffalo type cow, they take a milk, right? And every time I ask my mother, why it's always eating like chewing gum, right? Nothing will understand, right? So there is a buffaloes in this business also, right? They pretend to be buffalo, but what they don't understand, right? But they do, you're right. What to do? My problem, you don't understand, right? My husband, what do you want? Freedom, identity. But what are you talking about? My wife, Are you getting my point? I'll tell you a secret. I cannot tell louder because these people here. When I switch on as a warrior, I want to conquer. I want to give my fullest right. I say, I don't care. I'm going to build this business. My wife told me, I want divorce. You're mad. I cannot live like this. Then I said, okay. That happened in night. Usually she sleep. She supported me a lot, of course, but I'm talking about initial stage, right? She said, I want divorce. I was like, night, reach home, right? I said, listen, no problem. Because I love you, no problem, right? Keep the paper and pen ready. I have no time to discuss, right? I don't have a time to check the pen also, right? I sign wherever you wanted to sign. Do you understand? That does not mean I don't love my kids, I don't love my family, I don't love my this and that, right? That's mean I love them, I'm working for them, but they don't understand, right? And moreover, I were in a different mode, guys. And today, they're like, some of you doing are you ready? I saw you guys doing, I don't understand what does this mean, but they were like this, right? Today they have their own credit card, own car, nice house to live, this, that, everything, right? I told you before, I used to get a black tea, now tea with the milk, right, from mother-in-law. Can you imagine this? Extra sugar. Oh my God, an extra boiled tea, Kerala extra boiled tea. Success talks. Moron, success bloody talks, money talks. Why do you think there's first class in the flight designed by? Now I ask my question. I ask myself, why the hell there is a first class? Whenever I go to business class, I check first class and I say, why this is created? When I was going to economy, economy, right? Those days, Sachin used to talk about, a business class, and I never used to understand, right? Why to fly? It's a 3 hours, 4 hours that time. Now it's a 10, 14 hours we catch up a flight, right? And last 5 years, by God's grace, business and first class, I cannot think about anything else. Maybe sometimes I have to go in economy to realize, don't to forget, right, where the hell you're coming from. Are you getting my point? And after sitting in economy, you become like this, your back is like this now. You stand, you say, oh my God, you see that? People do this, oh, true. So when I walk into economy, I was completely, I used to buy a ticket, credit, credit actually, right? Borrow money for a ticket, and I go in a flight and I walk. I touch this business class seats like this. They send you to economy while seeing first and business, right? Why they're sending you? Some moron, wake up and smell it's a message. I say, are you not ashamed of walking to that area? Are you getting a point? I remember I went to Bangalore. The next guy sit to me, big stomach and big guy, fat guy, and there's only one handle, right? For me, I'm window side, and 2 people are fat, man. And I'm putting my hand here, touching like this. So then the food serve, it's a flight to Bangalore, Emirates. Then I was eating like this. So I was thinking, the people who travel for, can you imagine this? 10 hours, 9 hours, 7. So everywhere the decision built in me, right? I said, I don't want to live like this. Then he was big guy, big guy. Then he eats. Then he said, that's a freak, man. How many more hours? You understand that? And, economy, right? A beautiful girl come and sitting next, it makes sense to fly. But every time I get this big people, you understand that? And they push you, your hands. Now, today, some of you are not flying. You will understand. You will tell what the hell you're talking, right? Believe me, there is a day will come. You will leave your more time in a flight, right? Flight become like a taxi for you. Prepare for that, actually, right? So I said, I don't want to leave the. Why God has created that one? It's not ego. It's a God is created. God made me walk in front of that. God made me to touch and feel. And the person who driving me, who guiding me, already there. Why not me, baby? Let's work, right? So I was able to shift my life like this, right? And all this thought process is only happened because I never missed out any events, right? There are only 2 major events comes always in my life. Number 1, F3 drive. You ask anybody, you think I am riding you, I'm driving you, I'm promoting bull sugar. Why? Check anybody who I was growing. I told you the sign, right? Wife case. No time to think. There's a movie released, James Bond. You remember? No time to die. I don't have a time for any wrong emotions, wrong feeling, nothing. I'm busy, baby. I'm busy, $2 million, right? Then I will hold back everything, right? I'll get everything back, right? Fame or name or whatever, right? Now I'm busy or making $1 million, changing my lifestyle, right? Now, where I was busy that time, this is the biggest issue, right? As I told you, biggest national issue, right? True or not? Somebody who there was a problem at home. How many of you stuck? I was not stuck. I stuck with this. I said, I want to do F3. No, QSP. We are banned to go outside Kuwait. It's restricted. I said, chuck it, right? You know, they say, I will put absconding. I said, put absconding, right? I want to be successful in life. This is the path I choose, right? I cannot afford to miss this QSP. I won't. First time I see Dubai, or second time I see Dubai, actually, right? And this is the biggest click happen in that QSP, right? It changed my life. As I told you, I don't know what is QSP. It changed my life. So do you think I was in a right position to go to QSP? No. I was completely broke, no money, right? Baba, no money, rejection. Sajin Bhai told me, F2, come to QSP. There was no F2 drive that time. You do F2, I'll sit with you 8 hours. I'll teach you everything, nothing. He said, do F2, come to QSP. It changed your life. It changed my life. I'm living a living proof, right? I'm a living proof. I never take it lightly, guys. Whoever you're working for your kids, for your parents, for yourself, for your neighbors, for a charity, no matter, right? Give your 100% at least for them. So what I done it, you know, it's my job to share. You understand that? It's my job to share. I was on my foot actually, right? I was on my feet. I want to change. I never stopped anywhere. F3 means F3. You get my point? You know, no, this is a message from God. QSP means QSP. Now imagine God comes. Now I want everybody to stand up, you know. Let's talk like this a little bit sleepy. So imagine God came. Can you stand up? If you're okay to stand. You know, God came and tell you, guys, you want to be successful? Then you say yes. If you want to be successful, you know, if you want to be successful, I am telling you, do this F3, go to QSP. The question, will you go or not? God himself came. You say it's a God. Will you go, yes or no? You go, right? Why? Because God, right? God told you, go to QSP. I will change your life. Go do F3, come, will change your life, right? God tells you this. Will you go? Will you talk about obstacles? But God, I have this issue. I have a money issue. I have a flight. Do you tell this? God is telling you, right? You will go. Quickly you will go, right? You will not even have a second thought. But this is how I'm telling you, right? Do you think God will come like that? God will come that? Yes, no? But tell me one thing. Who gave the thought of running the QSP? When Sachin Bhai talk about QSP, who bloody put the thought inside him? Who? I want you to talk. Who? God, right? For whom? For each one of you. Each one of you, right? So today is the day you rise, right? Give your 200, no matter what challenges you're going through. Chuck it, right? When God has sent you a message, do F3, do QSP, give your fullest because he is watching. Because he is the one who sent you this message to your life. Do or die, right? And come there. We'll see you there. Okay? I love you guys. So I want to tell you, do not miss. Remember, those are a word of a God. I believe him. I know this message come from him for each one of us, for each one of you sitting here. Clear? So gratitude to him first and rise yourself. Be a warrior, right? And go all out. Okay? I love you guys. Love you and thank you very much. Bye-bye.